Hey, this is Tim from Ocular Sounds. In the previous video, we covered the core fundamentals of Telescope, such as importing libraries, browsing sounds, and dragging files into projects. Now that you understand Telescope's basics, let's have a look at Telescope's more advanced fundamentals, including browsing files, resetting views, rescanning folders, visiting the shop, and working with the edit bar and other tools. Let's begin with the top bar. On Telescope's top bar, we have the Ocular logo, which will take you to the Ocular Sounds homepage, and the Shop button, where you can visit the Ocular Sounds store. Clicking this button will show you all of Ocular Sounds' available libraries, and here you can browse Ocular Sounds products and expand your library. At the top of Telescope's interface, you'll find the search bar. This is one of Telescope's most important navigation tools, and it uses integrated metadata to help you search your library efficiently. Multiple keywords can lead to the same sound, and sounds can be found through different descriptions and categories. This makes browsing fast, intuitive, and flexible. So for example, if we search for whoosh, wind, or movement, all the results include this sound, as the same sound can match multiple search terms. To preview a file, click on it and it'll start playing. You can also use arrow keys to navigate around the available sounds, and sounds will play automatically. You can press space to stop and start sounds playing. Files become greyed out after being previewed. This lets us see which files have already been listened to, and can be especially useful when browsing large libraries. You can reset the viewed state of sounds by clicking the Reset View button. This will make all sounds appear unviewed, and this affects all folders, not just the one you're currently browsing. Telescope doesn't constantly monitor folder changes automatically, but you can rescan the folders in your library with the Rescan button. This is useful if you, for example, have an external hard drive that wasn't connected when you turned your computer on. Clicking the Rescan button adds the hard drive, which will no longer appear as greyed out. Rescanning ensures Telescope correctly locates all files, and now we're done with the top bar. The bottom of Telescope's interface is where the waveform preview is displayed, and here you'll find the edit bar, which allows us to quickly perform audio edits inside Telescope. This is one of Telescope's most powerful workflow features. The edit bar allows users to make fast, non-destructive edits without leaving Telescope, and these include fade in and fade out, reverse, and normalize. A fade is a gradual increase or decrease in volume at the beginning or end of a sound, and this is useful for making a sound appear or disappear more smoothly. We can make fade-ins and fade-outs by selecting the start or end of the waveform and clicking the fade in or fade out button. We can then drag the edited sound into a DAW. Edited sounds should be dragged out using the selection tool. However, while we have a processed copy of the file in our DAW, the original audio file remains untouched, thanks to Telescope's non-destructive editing. This means you can feel free to experiment and process your sounds without having to worry about the original files. Reverse plays the process section of audio backwards, and this can be used to create smooth transitions and physical media effects like tape and vinyl rewinds. We can reverse the entire file by clicking the reverse button. Alternatively, we can reverse just a specific section by selecting it before clicking the reverse button. Normalize boosts the volume of a sound so that it's as loud as possible without distortion. This can be useful when working with quiet recordings, when working with raw, unprocessed recordings, or when you want to get a consistent volume level between files. You can normalize the entire file or just a section. Let's take a look at the other buttons in this area. First, we have the selection button, which can be used to select all, or if there's already a waveform selection, deselect all. Then we have undo and redo buttons, which are useful if you make a mistake or want to go back to check out an earlier version of the sound. Using undo and redo, you can experiment as much as you like. As mentioned previously, when we drag an edited sound into a DAW from Telescope, it's a copy. You can find a cache folder location in Users, Library, Caches, Telescope. Edited exports are stored here automatically. If you'd like to save a copy of an edited sound in your library, you can use Save As. This will save a copy of the sound in the same directory the original version is found in, and of course, you can move it to anywhere else from there. The waveform display features two scaling controls, horizontal and vertical. These only change waveform visibility and can be useful for precise editing on quiet recordings. The edit button can be used to hide or show the edit bar, and all the tools we've discussed in this video can be accessed when the edit bar is shown. In this video, we've looked at Telescope's top bar with its links, search, reset and rescan capabilities, and the waveform section with its editing, saving and waveform view options. We've now covered Telescope's advanced fundamentals, and in future tutorials we'll look at more of its capabilities. We'll see you again soon, and in the meantime, enjoy using Telescope in all your upcoming projects.